We have touched a lot of a script and created a lot of a triangle as a game object, and the result is okay, but it's a little bit inconvenient for us to create a lot of game object and a lot of scripts, because if you look at our script, we made tons of a script, but the only thing that we change is just a little bit. For example, minus 0.5 fat, and yeah, this one, sorry, 0.05 f and 0.065 f, something like that. So essentially, what do we just do is just change one number, but we usually don't do that in programming. We need to give you a sort of automatic way if change the number here rather than just manually change it. So here comes the concept called a variable, and if you don't know what variable is, you can just treat it as a placeholder. You just name a placeholder, and to declare that placeholder at the beginning of your code. So once you change that declaration, all this placeholder will just automatically change it. So in order for you guys to practice it, let me just create another object. So for example, all this laser coming at to this guy. What about I create another laser that will hit this guy, okay? Hit this Jedi. Let's just do that. What I'm going to do is to create empty, just to create objects, right? Let me get a, maybe get a square, maybe a capsule. Let me just use a square, okay? So this square will undoubtedly hit our Jedi. So let me give you ominous color, maybe black color. So this like a death shot, we're going to hit our Jedi, and so I'm going to write that script for you guys. So create a 2D script, say that is the hit laser. Okay, so as the name suggests, this laser is going to hit our Jedi, or smart laser, or whatever laser. Let me just add logic behind. Okay, hit laser logic, and if you double click it, go to the rider, and what I'm going to do is to first make the speed as well as the steering of left and right a little bit smarter. So what I'm going to do is to transform, but this time instead of just manually or hard coding declare that I'm going to say rotate a certain degree or translate a certain degree. Let me just copy it so you can compare. Hit laser logic.cs. So instead of just rotate a certain degree, what I'm going to do is just make it variable. So I'm going to say this degree I don't know. I'm going to just degree, and that degree will be I don't know. I'll just place that placeholder here, and we can change that. So degree some degree. Let me just give you the name some degree. Remember camel casing, so I'm going to capitalize degree. And of course, for example, the speed, I can just say, yeah, it's just some speed. Right? So once you put it here, it will give you an error saying cannot resolve symbol some degree and cannot resolve symbol some speed, which means that you haven't declared that, and the JetBrains rider, the IDE, do not know it because you never declared it. So what I'm going to do is to declare it. And here's another thing about declaration is that if you have to declare it, you need to say you sort of just put a some degree box here. Some degree box here. Some degree box. Inside the box, I'm going to put a certain thing inside. For example, I'm going to put a 0.5 f, just as the Copilot suggests. I'm going to put that degree inside, but you need to first declare, you need to initialize this box and say that I would like to put float a number inside, which is just a fraction number. And of course, you want to be more precise, we got double, but most of the time we'll not be using that in Unity game development unless you are doing a precise simulation of it. So I think float is pretty good. Float, and you are initializing a box called a float box, and this box have a name called some degree, and you put 0.5 f number inside. Okay, and for now you can just get rid of private. We will discuss that later on, but for now you can just declare that you don't need that to be private. And of course you can use the same method to say that you want to some speed, and of course the Copilot already figured that out. I want to declare some speed, so I'm just tab, and some speed would be, I think let's just try Copilot suggestion and figure that out in the runtime. So yeah, so the heat laser logic was set, and if you play it, let's just look at this, like ominous black laser. Oh, silly mistake, I haven't attached that. So laser, heat laser logic, attach that to square. Let me just rename the square to heat laser, and run that again. Alright, so it's all turning around. And if I have to make this laser to hit this guy, what I can do is just go to hit laser logic, and the degree, I don't want it to be 0.5 degree. Okay, so I can just change it here without changing the actual code. I just change this initialization and the initial number 0 degree, and let's save it. Go back to Unity, compile it, and run it. And I think just move up, move up. Okay, so clearly need more adjustment. The degree does not change, and some speed is y-axis. So I think I'm going to change that to x-axis. Sorry, some speed, and let me just make it minus because I like it to run to the left. Right, so hit our target. Good. So basically, this video just shows you guys, if you want to change that speed or rotation, you can of course put the exact number in it, but the most common way is to use the variable to act as a placeholder, to put that here, but at the beginning of the code you declare that. So this is much easier for you to maintain this code. So if you want to change it, you just go at the declaration section, and at the beginning of it you can just change it, save it, and go back to this Unity editor and is adjusted. Okay.